Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, where today we are going to be diving straight in to what I believe is the 22nd episode of the 6 song roundup. So I think we're going to just dive straight into this. Track number 1 on the listings was Yavid and his song What You Wanna Do, which was about 3 minutes and 10 seconds long. This is certainly a quirkier track from David Gunn / Yavid. For those of you that aren't sure who that is, he is the lead singer of King 810, and this is his side project. It's more of like a trap rap sort of project under the name Yavid. Yeah, the beats are bouncy. It's got like a very quirky trap beat. It's not my personal favourite song he's put out in his solo material, but it's still, listenable. It's not a bad song. It's just got a very weird flow, weird tone to it, and I wasn't vibing with it fully, like I said, compared to some of his songs like Bando Commando or Hemingway or something like that. Moving on to track number 2, we have the band Vana and their song Digging, which is 4 minutes and 10 seconds long. So we have a bit of a build up here, and then we go straight into the clean singing with a move into harsher vocals. The lyrics really hit you with the vocal style, because it's not, the heavy vocals aren't quite a guttural, but they're not quite like not a guttural. So it's almost like that dirty, raspy, slightly like chunky shout, if that makes sense. I'm trying to think of other bands that I've heard that have a similar vocal style, but my mind is drawing a motherfucking blank. Yeah, it's almost like this, like I said, like a shout, like a really strained, deep shout. Like I said, that works very well with the lyrics that go with the song. And like I said, for a song that came out over 8 years ago, it's actually a fucking banger. It's like a really solid track. I've never really listened to Vana that much. I think I've heard a couple of their songs in passing here and there, but really enjoyed it. Decent song. Moving on to track number 3. Apologies, I dropped the mic. We have Cult Crusher and the Super Fashy Pony Smashy 6000, which is 3 minutes and 48 seconds long. What the fuck? I do not have a clue what I had just listened to. I have nothing to say, and I was left sheerly confused. The vocals were alright. They weren't bad. But the video was weird. The lyrics were fucking strange. I do not understand why it was all My Little Pony themed. Like, I only went for it because it was uploaded by a channel that uploads, very unknown bands, and every now and then I like to do a band that I don't know, I've never heard of. Maybe I could have chosen a better one, because this was not it. Yeah. Big. Moving on from whatever the fuck that was to track number 4, which is the band Era and their song Stockholm Syndrome, which was about 5.5 minutes long, I believe. This has some smooth cleans which transform into crisp, clear growls, with some slick guitar work and drum work in the back, showing off the more technical prowess of the band and letting it breathe before vocals come back into the song again. And with the transitions between clean to harsh and back again, and how smooth they do it, it really allows the song to flow nicely and gel as like one whole cohesive track, compared to other bands you may have heard where, you know, they try to do it, but it goes a little bit more janky and it doesn't pull off as well. Moving on, we have track number 5, which is the band, I always say their fucking name wrong. I think it's pronounced Kublai Khan TX. I think it's, was it Kublai Khan? I don't have a fucking clue. Anyway, Kublai Khan never really drops a bad track, in my opinion. I think this is a shorter in length track, but it's packed full of aggression, banging beats, and groove and style. And as always, it's the signature vocal style, you know, the harsh, aggressive, almost like, I'm not really sure how you describe it, but there's like almost like distortion on the vocals. They're kind of in the foreground, but not too far in the front, so that it drowns out some of the music and like stuff like that. They do it really well so that everything is all everywhere all at once, if that makes sense. It's a very bad interpretation of what I'm on about, but yeah. Now moving on to the final track, we have the band Malfoy. I think it's spelled and pronounced because it's M-A-E-L-F fancy O-Y. So I think it's Malfoy. And their song Lost Chances, featuring Nico Schwitz of Breathe. 3 minutes and 47 seconds long. Very quick to jump into the song with the vocals, which were solid, harsh tones, which then jump into these soaring, angelic, almost kind of pop rock cleans, but they're just so effortlessly switched between. And the dude from this band has a fucking beautiful singing voice, I'm not gonna lie. And like I said, they just make it look so effortless how they switch between the gutturals to the like really good cleans. It's just nuts. The guitar work was extremely solid as fuck, and so were the drums. The cleans and screams from the feature of Nico were also very impressive, and gelled very well into the song. This might be the favourite of all the 6 songs I've done here today, honestly. And considering I've never heard of Nico Schwitz and Breathe, and this is my first time, I think, listening to Malfoy, I have seen that they have a full album that this song was off of, which is like a very hefty album. Like, I think it's like 15 songs long, so I might actually review that if all of their stuff is as technically sound and has as nicer vocals as this does, because I was very impressed with them. And I might look into checking out Breathe and seeing what they do. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the 6-song roundup. Thank you for bearing with me there today. This is a slightly shorter one, thanks to that really shit track I pulled out. But anyway, I will see you for the next scheduled video soon, which will be a dual EP review, where we will be having a Devil Wears Prada special, and we will be looking at their EPs, Zombie, and the newer Zombie 2. So with that being said, all that is left to say is farewell, my friends, and remember to stay safe out there. Goodbye.